The transfer saga is over. Kylian Mbappe has ended the transfer saga by putting the pen to the paper. Signed for the club of his dreams, a deal reportedly done for 5 years, $15 million a year, $100 million signing bonus, 80-20 split on his image rights. But even though the deal is done, did he wait too long? Much like Ronaldo's first season at Madrid, where a lot of the veterans were on their way out, and there's a lot of promising young talent that now have to play much bigger roles to fill those shoes. Obviously, with Vinny and Mbappe at the helm of the attack, is it? It's still a better situation compared to Ronaldo's arrival, but Madrid knows how to start a dynasty. It takes a strong midfield. With Cruz effectively retired, Casemiro gone, and Modric on what appears to be on his last contract, there's still a lot of questions to be had for Jude, Fede, Camavinga, and Chouameni. You're going to see a lot of transition in the lineups. Who's going to dictate the pace like Tony? Who's going to play a leadership role like Luka? I understand that Jude had a very phenomenal first year, but he had a lot of help in the beginning. You saw him watching Tony control the pace, but at an upgraded role, how does that change the way he plays? Obviously, towards the latter half of the year, we saw him go through some injuries, maybe some fitness issues. How would he play out now, having to play a bigger role, maybe starting more? And can Mbappe and Vinny produce magic game in and game out if the midfield doesn't play up to par? These are obvious questions that time will tell, but for me, still questions I have for the longevity of this young club. Mbappe coming in, obviously 5 years on Florentino's radar. What does Mbappe think he's coming into? Does he think that this is Vinny's team and I'm going to take a back seat? Can they both cook at the same time? How long until he adapts to the new league under new pressures? We saw Ronaldo take 5 to 6 years, have a bad game and still get booed. Madrid is a very demanding club, perhaps even more demanding than the Ultras at PSG. His goal was to come and win the Champions League, capture the Ballon d'Or. But in a team where he's seemingly not the main man, how does he plan on getting to do that? Especially when we saw a lot of players in the team get scouted for that Ballon d'Or. Vinny, Jude, Tony. But who gets the glory? The goals and assists, the big game players. Will we see a battle between Vinny and Mbappe saying, hey, I need to have more goals. My goal to game average, goal and assist average per game needs to be higher than yours. These are all questions I have as a Madrid fan and as a fan of the game. Moving away from Mbappe, how does Carlo Ancelotti manage that stacked bench? Will we see a repeat of the 2015 season where Zidane had a lineup for big games and a lineup of Madrid B team? Like he had James, Morata, Isco. Will we see the same with Brahim, Rodrigo, Arda Güler? And will Güler get enough minutes to be happy? Does he think he could fight for a starting spot? With Güler, it reminds me kind of like that Odegaard situation where he was very, very good, but he was never good enough to beat Luka, beat Casemiro, beat those playmakers, especially Isco, because Isco at that time was at the top. Kind of like Ceballos right now. Ceballos went to Arsenal, had a good year that year, came back, doesn't play much. He's kind of just chilling, right? They're great players, don't get me wrong, but are they as good as Camavinga, Jude, Valverde, Chouameni? We often see Madrid let go of these players have them move on, maybe go on loan, use that buyback option clause that they have in their contracts. But when they do return, they're still a rotational player. They're not happy with their roles. But Ancelotti does a great job of handling that, right? Because he has such a good relationship with them. But is that enough? A lot of questions to be had in this video. If you enjoyed the video, I encourage you to leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what your biggest questions are, what you're looking to be answered this year for this Madrid team. Is anybody going to stop them? Are they going to have a slow start? Would love to hear your thoughts about it. Also, subscribe to see more of these sport commentary videos. I will be reacting to the Euros this year, so go ahead and follow my Twitch down in the description below. And until next time, peace.